Well, tonight we are actually kicking off our HSN Discovery Days, which is an emphasis on not only top global brands, but our #1 brands at HSN for new customers, for customers that have been shopping with us for over 4 decades. And what we have tonight is our #1 brand when it comes to customer satisfaction and customer picks. That happens to be the HSN exclusive Chef Curtis Stone collection. You love him, we love him. He brings gourmet to the everyday, which is really nice because whether you're feeding yourself or a whole family, or you are doing a little light entertaining these days, you need those options, you need those tools. Check out why this brand has become #1. Now, what we have tonight, already the auto ship took off, everybody's in, because everybody knows, you've read about it in the health magazines, in the blogs, that we should be eating more salmon, okay? You can read up on those benefits. Well, Chef happens to bring us some of the most amazing, expensive salmon you can get your hands on. But it's not gonna be expensive for us here at HSN. What's really nice is that this is that pristine, beautiful, well-developed, delicious, colorful, flavorful Faroe Island salmon. And we're giving you a bigger count than what we normally get. So typically, this is a big customer pick, 4.7 stars, and we typically have an 8 count for you. They come individually portioned, they come flash frozen, which means they're convenient, they're easy, they stay in your freezer for a year. Well, for tonight, we wanted to do something special as we kick off our HSN Discovery Days. We gave you a 12 count. Those are 12 individually portioned and sealed, center cut pieces, 6 ounces each of that Faroe Island salmon. We're gonna talk about why that's better salmon, more flavorful, more spoon tender, never ever fishy. But we're also doing something new. For the first time ever, you will be getting a 3.5 ounce tub of the lemon garlic butter. And you could either make this dish a lot more decadent and rich, you can smear that on some French bread, you can put it on your vegetables. So we're giving our customer the option to really change up those flavors. So 12 6-ounce portions today for $119.95. That's about 10 bucks a piece. Where do you get Faroe Island salmon for 10 bucks a piece? If you want to break it down into monthly payments, $29.99 is all you pay tonight on any debit or credit card. We will ship it out to you on that first credit card flex pay. It doesn't even matter if you're brand new to shopping with us at HSN. Come on in and find out why Chef has become #1. And I do have to tell you that this is right from Chef's mouth. He said, Leslie, we do not have any planned orders for the next couple of months. So if there's any remaining after today, well, you know, great. But if you don't pick it up today, you may miss out for quite some time. So no planned reorders any moment or any time soon. This is our today's special. 093651 is your item number. It is a 1-day only price. And you can also decide if you want a single shipment or if you want to go ahead and sign up for auto ship. With auto ship, basically you lock in that price, you secure that $119.95, you decide how often you want to receive your salmon. You can do 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, and that price can never change for you. So it's always, you get an always today's special every time you receive it. Best part is you can cancel at any time. So come on in. This is a salmon. I posted on my social media that my 5-year-olds crave. They're like, are you making salmon today? They gobble it up. They love it. It's never fishy, never musty. You just got to trust us on this and find out why it's a 4.7 customer pick. So 093651 is your item number. Let's talk to the superstar of the day. He is a Michelin star chef. He's a restaurateur of 3 of the most famous restaurants in LA. He's a cookbook author, a proud papa, and let me tell you, he's stolen our hearts here at HSN because you really make our life easier, Chef, every single day. Welcome back.
Thank you so much, Leslie. It's always so good to see you. And I'm so happy that your 5-year-old is diving into salmon because you're giving them such a great education from such a young age. And it's so important. You know, healthy foods make us who we are. And, you know, you really can't emphasize it enough. That's why doctors are saying to you all the time to eat the right things, because if you do eat the right things, and doctors will tell you, eat salmon at least twice a week because it's full of those omega-3s, those essential fatty acids. But look at what you get, Leslie. We've never done anything even like this before. All 12 of these beautiful center cut pieces of salmon. And I'm going to show you what I mean by center cut. Have a look at how they come individually packaged, Leslie, and they're all frozen, snap frozen. So when you want one, you can just take one on out and then you throw it straight into the pan. Very, very quick and easy. But I've got some. I want you to see it now. I've got my beautiful little slide out pan. We have a few of these left. The fish will slide straight on out of those. But check, and we'll get to that a little later on. Check out this beautiful salmon, though. You can see here how it is just so flaky, so delicious and wonderful. And you can see how deliciously this salmon cooks. Now, regardless, Leslie, and I'm going to have a little taste for you. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. The flavor of this salmon is special. It is clean, it is pristine. It tastes just like the ocean, and that's what I love about it. Now, Faroe Island salmon comes from, guess where? The Faroe Islands, and I'll take you there. Let's have a look at it, because these beautiful, pristine waters, ice-cold fjords, just emptying out into the ocean. Now, it's a natural breeding ground for this salmon, and the reason for that is these intense currents. The reason that's great for aquaculture is it means this beautiful fish is doing a whole lot of exercise because it's swimming against those currents. It's also fed on a very natural diet. Now, of course, the most sustainable way to be taking seafood out of the ocean is, of course, through aquaculture. No GMOs in the diet of this fish, and that's very important to me. You know, I'm always talking about my meats and where I source them from. So it's very important that these fish lead a natural, healthy lifestyle. It's also very important that when you get fish, you get it fresh, right? And that's exactly what we're doing, because we take this out of the ocean, Leslie, we process it there and then. It is skinned, it is boned, it is cleaned, it is portioned, and it is frozen like that. So when you're defrosting this salmon, you're taking it right back to that very moment that it was actually processed straight out of the ocean. And there's nothing better.
Oh, no.
The flavor, it represents where it comes from. And Leslie, I know you're a huge fan of this too, so I'm going to be quiet for a minute and let you tell everybody your thoughts.
I have already signed up for auto ship. So I already had auto ship on this salmon, and it got canceled on me. It was an accident. I was so upset over your salmon being canceled. I'm on auto ship tonight. I already placed my order, and here's the thing. Even people who don't like salmon love this salmon. As Chef said, it's fresh, it's clean, it's never musty, it is never fishy. My 5-year-olds crave it. I'm telling you, it is fresh, it is beautiful, it barely needs anything. By the way, if you want to put something up, you want to zhuzh it up a little bit, jazz it up, Chef has brought us his seafood seasonings, and so this is like his secret weapon. It's a 3-pack today. You will get the salt-free salmon, you will get the best of the bay spice, which is more of your traditional seafood boils and flavors, and then your Key West seasoning, $24.95 for these, Chef. But the truth is, it's so flavorful, you don't need anything. And remember, we didn't stop there. For the first time ever, Chef created that lemon garlic compound butter. So whether you want to be light and lean, and maybe your doctor's told you, hey, I would love for you to do a little fish a couple of times a week, you can do that over a salad. Great, fantastic. If you want a little decadent kind of, I'm having a date with myself or my spouse dinner, just load up that garlic butter on that salmon or smear it on some French bread. Chef, it's kind of cool because it's not an itty bitty sampler, it's a 3.5 ounce.
You're so right. Now, those salmon seasonings, I'm actually going to go here for a little bit of the Key West, and you can finish your salmon like this, so you can kind of use it as a finishing seasoning. And have a look if I pick this up for you and just show you how gorgeous this salmon is. Perfectly pink on the inside. And because we're using the center cut, Leslie, they all cook absolutely perfect every single time. Now, with that Key West, I'm just going to describe the flavor. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I'm so jealous right now.
I feel like I'm on vacation. The flavor is unbelievable. Now, I mentioned center cut. It's very important. Most people that get the salmon fillet, and I have one here, right here for you, most people will just cut across it, and that's the fillets, right? But this is what we do. We remove all of that bone along the side. We remove all of the pin bones. We remove all of that cartilage that runs down the side here. We remove the collar. We remove the tail of the fish. And then you're left with this perfect center cut right here. So then we go through, we cut your portions. No skins, no bones. It is absolutely foolproof to cook this. You can steam it. You can throw it in an air fryer. Of course, you can saute it. and the flavor really is just so wonderful. And I think I'm gonna get cooking because, you know, there's so many wonderful ways to do this. I've got a hot pan here. Now, this is my 12-inch skillet, Leslie. We have a handful of them left, but it will sell out. So if you want to grab one of the skillets, go ahead and get it. It's at a crazy price. And we do have the steamer basket for you as well. And I'll grab my lid there, because I want to show you how you can steam. And yeah, if you want to throw in some veggies with that, of course you can. I'll throw in some asparagus there. You could put some lemon as well. So from steaming right here, Leslie, I'm going to also do some grilling. So in my grill pan right here, let me crank the heat on that. I'm going to go ahead, drop this beautiful salmon in, and I'm starting all of this for you so you get to see it go into the pan. Of course, those health benefits are just so wonderful. Now, I always say, this is your insurance policy, right? You have the salmon in the freezer, and if you forget about dinner, and this happens to me, a chef and a guy that owns a butcher shop, and my wife calls me sometimes as I'm driving home, and she said, "You got dinner, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, yep, I got dinner," because I know there's salmon in the freezer, and I can throw some veggies in the pan, you know? So you will always have dinner cooked and ready. In fact, I'm going to my air fryer back here because you'll be baking it, you'll be roasting it, you'll be sauteing it, you'll even be crumbing it and cooking it in the fryer. Now, Leslie, also, this incredible, I'm gonna show you a couple of things here. I'm gonna put my trivet down, I'm gonna drop my pan on top of that. Now, this little mini let me start again. This mini bakeware set, it's a set of 3, and we do have that available. It's back in stock, and I know we always run out of it. But check this out, Leslie, when I just show you this salmon, it is just so delightful.
Here's the thing, Chef, and I do want to take a moment. If any of you are staying up late as we kick off this weekend, give us a call. Share your testimonial on this salmon, because very rarely do people get so jazzed over salmon, right? It's either too fishy, or I don't like fish, or people love this salmon, Chef. The 8-count became a 4.7-star customer pick. It is one of your #1 selling food items. Tons of auto ship. Sign up tonight, lock in that price. Remember, with auto ship, you're in control. You can still cancel anytime if you've got too much salmon in the freezer, but I promise you that will never be the case. My doctor specifically said, hey, maybe you want to do fish a couple of nights a week. We know those health benefits, right? And when you have it so flavorful, so moist, so flaky, so, I mean, you can cut this with a spoon. Oh, it's going to be a delight to eat. You will never have too much of this. Remember, you are getting the center cut portions. You're not getting the itty bitty tail end or the parts, you know, that are not really, you know, desirable. They are all coming your way just like this, individually portioned, so there's never any waste. Flash frozen. They last a year in your freezer. You can keep them there. I know, because I was on the auto ship, had to re-sign up tonight. And remember, for the first time ever, we are throwing in that lemon garlic compound butter. So that's a nice little treat that you get, and, you know, smear it on the bread, put it on your pasta, you know, put it over your salmon. It's up to you. You can customize however you'd like, but at basically $10 a piece for 6 ounces of Faroe Island. Because, Chef, in the seafood restaurants, and of course we're not going as much to those restaurants anymore, if you order Faroe Island salmon, you're anywhere from $30 to $40 a plate because of Faroe Island, right? Because everybody knows it's just a better tasting fish.
Well, you might have seen it in some of the highest quality restaurants. Well, back when we could go to restaurants, do you remember what that was like? For some of us, we haven't been to a restaurant in a long time, trust me. And yes, it is a brilliant, it's just, you know, back in Tasmania, where I grew up, down in the south of Australia, that's a wonderful place to pull salmon from. The Faroe Islands is just as amazing. You know, they're beautiful, pristine waters. Now, I'm going to show you how I use my lemon and garlic herb butter. I put just a tiny little dollop on the top of my salmon. I let it melt. Now, can you cook with this? Of course you can. Can you use that in a pasta? Absolutely. Can you, you know, smear it over toasted bread? Yes, you can. But look at this salmon. I mean, Leslie, it is, here's what I love about the HSN viewer. You guys know a bargain when you see it. You know it a mile away, and we're already crazy busy. I don't know that we have enough to get us through this today's special, because here's the deal. you're getting the best quality at an incredible value, and you can lock it in for auto ship. I mean, that's the most amazing part to me.
And you know, the truth is, right before the show, I said, Chef, you gotta tell me the truth. I said, what's gonna happen? When are we bringing the Faroe Island salmon back? He's like, Leslie, if there's any left over, sure, we're gonna have salmon, right? But we have no immediate orders. There is nothing on the books right now. Will we do it again this year? Absolutely. But is there anything anytime soon? Not happening. So if you're even remotely curious about this, here's the thing. Food at HSN, always on free shipping and handling. That's a treat. Tonight, you're only spending $29.99 on any debit or credit card. So as part of our HSN Discovery Days, not only are we treating customers that have been with us for over 4 decades, but we want to introduce you to the brands that our customers adore. So this is our #1 brand when it comes to customer ratings and customer picks across all brands. Come on in, try it out. I would not be so jazzed about fish. Personally, I have never been a fish lover. I do love sushi. I've never been a fish lover. I am on auto ship because this salmon never lets you down, Chef, whether it's over a salad, whether it's pasta. My kids eat it with brown rice. What kid eats brown rice, for crying out loud? They eat, we do stir fries, right? Like almost like a fried rice with it. Whatever you want to do, if you are looking to just jazz up your menu, maybe you do too much chicken, maybe you do too much steak, maybe you're kind of sick of all the options you do, add this to your dinner. I promise you, it's never gonna be fishy. This is 093651. That's your item number. Free shipping and handling tonight, no risk. Just decide, do you want single or auto ship, and please enjoy. We've got a caller calling live, because we are live in the studio right now. Jennifer's calling us from Virginia. Jennifer, tell me, is this the best salmon or what?
I, like you, am not a great fish eater. It's not my favorite thing, but I want to add more, like you said, more variety. When we do go out to the big restaurants, you know, that is something that I will get because I love the flavor. But I'm going to tell you, this has been on auto ship for me for, gosh, it's probably close to a year.
You see?
And I actually just had a piece tonight for dinner. Again, it's something that my daughter, my mother, when they're in from college and my mother's in with us, it's something that becomes one of our go-to meals just because we like the healthy omega-3s, as well as the taste of it. It is not a huge fishy taste. And I believe when Chef Curtis talked about this the first time that I obviously ordered it, he was talking about how it was not, the way they were raised, and that was so important to me. And so not only do I have your fish, and I never do food via the mail, but not only do I have your salmon coming, I have your pork steaks.
Oh, those are so good.
Filet medallions, and a lot of his cooking items. So, you know, very, very impressed with all that he has had to offer.
Miss Jennifer, the Aussie burgers, I don't know if you've tried those. Oh, they're so good. But thank you.
I have not tried.
Oh, wait till you do, girl. You can't look back once you try it, but thank you very much for your testimonial. That's just it. That is the biggest testimonial of all, because even people that don't really gravitate or love fish love your salmon. You simply got to try it today. And if you don't believe me, if you don't believe Chef, you want to listen to Jennifer, read the reviews. We always encourage you to do that. Customer pick, 4.7 stars. This will not disappoint. Close to 700, well, actually 700 now gone. There we go. $29.99 is your price tonight, and you are getting 12. We typically do 8 at HSN, not tonight. Tonight you're getting 12 of those 6-ounce portions, and they're not the little bitty scraps. Those are all juicy, tender center cuts. You are getting the 3.5-ounce lemon garlic compound butter created by Chef, and you're also getting recipes included. So we're gonna give you that inspiration you need. And Chef, like you always say, bring joy back to cooking and eating and entertaining.
Right. You're so right. I mean, here's the thing, Leslie, there's just so many incredible ways that you'll be cooking this. Now, I've gone ahead and done a couple. This is my mini bakeware set, by the way. I say mini. There's 3 really beautiful sizes, and it comes in a set of 3. So I'm going to show you what this looks like when it's paneed in breadcrumbs, right? So first of all, how do you know it's cooked? Well, you cheat. You get yourself a kinetic thermometer. Runs off kinetic energy, Leslie. You give it a shake, you'll see it come to life. This will never, ever require a battery. Roll it over, pull the probe out. Go ahead and probe into the thickest part of that fish. Now, for salmon, it depends on the doneness. You're looking for about 110 for it to be pink still inside, and that looks about perfect to me, so let me have a look. So you'll never overcook another steak, another piece of fish, another roast if you get yourself that kinetic thermometer. But look at this fish, crispy on the outside, perfectly succulent and wonderfully tender on the inside. But the most important part always for me, Leslie, is the taste. Now, I do have a few seasonings that I've brought along especially. I have my Cajun seasoning. I've got this beautiful Key West seasoning right here. The Cajun I call the best of the Bay, which is a bit of a take on that famous Old Bay. And then this is a salt-free that I've got over here that has dill.